We're back. It's your Drive Home Podcast.
What's up?
I'm your Drive Home Podcast host, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, end of year podcast. We had to make it happen.
Oh, man.
Yep.
It's been too long. I haven't been in the studio in a minute.
I know. Me too. It took us an hour and a half to get things going just now. It was insane.
Sorry about that, Joe. You should have came earlier.
Yeah, I said first person here gets to help. So
you should have came earlier. Where the hell's Scott at?
A lot of help I was.
Yeah. Where's our trained audio technician,
Right?
Scott Olson?
Right. We need him more.
Because, he told me that he was excited about the next show and then just totally ghosted us tonight. So shame on you, Scott.
Here we are. Without
These are not on my ears, right? They're on the wrong ears.
How many ears you got, bud?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough to hear. So, yeah, end of year podcast. It's been a great year. Recapping. I got Joe here. Got Tim here. Got no one running the cameras right now. I guess I could do that from my phone.
Oh, nice.
Technically, I could do that.
I was gonna bring my tablet, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm telling you, dude. I love this time of year, but like, I know I put it in the text earlier.
Yeah,
we had Christmas morning, opened up stuff. I mean, we had our presents, and it's just like that was it. Like that was the last time that we've actually been at the house and been able to
really
because this has been go, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
We got like 4 or 5 different places you got to go have Christmas at, which is, which is great. I'm not complaining. I mean, it is a lot of running around, but just thank God, like, it's not like some of our family members live 20, 30 minutes away. Cause it's like, you got to eat all this food. You got to drink all these drinks, and you got to go drive 30 minutes. I don't want to be driving over.
It's so much, man.
You know, I want to say that I can relate, but I can't. I stayed home. I let people come to me.
That's the goal, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's the goal. When you can bring all the family to your house and you don't have to do nothing, that's the goal.
We went to church with my sister on Christmas Eve, and she gave the kids their present then. My parents stopped by my brother's house and my sister's house on Christmas Day, then came to us last, so got the presents from Jimmy for the kids. And rest is history. Just hung out at the house all day, watched football, and
nice.
Opened presents, and that was it. I'm all right with it.
I got to play Santa 4 times this year.
Nice. Is that why you grew your beard out?
No, actually. I've actually been growing it out because Kelly made some comment about me growing my beard out, and she thought I was just being lazy and not shit. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I was like, babe, I'm like, you told me you wanted me to grow it out a little bit. She's like, what are you talking about? You need to trim that. I'm like, it's too late now. I'm already committed to it.
Yeah, right.
Looks good, man.
But yeah, I mean, I actually haven't grown it out like this for probably, it's probably like 10 years.
I guess I haven't seen you in a while, man. Dang.
Land party. Yeah, it was the beginning
of
November, end of October, something like that.
Yeah, man.
So you got like there's a little tab that you take the foil off the top of. Like,
I see. Okay,
peel it back,
all right.
Then you twist it after the foil's off.
All right, I see. Joe brought some champagne.
Champagne.
Martini and Rossi. Only the fanciest for my friends.
I don't know what camera I'm on. There we go. Very fancy.
There you go. The heater's kicking on now.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Getting a little warm. We're all freeze babies.
Yeah.
Me and Joe at least. Did I even say who's here? I got Joe here. I got Tim here. I'm so discombobulated with everything, trying to get things going, man. I just haven't been home at all.
Right.
I've been just, dude. So this, I've just posted today.
You're taking off really quick. You're taking off all the foil, but the foil you actually have to take off to get the cap off.
Wow, I really did that. You see that?
That's funny.
You can tell I'm not a wine drinker. And you said there's no cork.
No cork. You just twist her off.
All right. Just twist it right off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There it is. Right.
All right. There we go. All right.
A little bubbly.
Cheers, anyone? Cheers.
Yeah,
cheers.
we're social distancing tonight.
Yeah, it's just pretending like it's 2020.
That's right.
Tonight we're going to party like it's 2020.
That's right.
Like it's 2019.
Don't breathe on me.
2019
I remember
BC.
that was like one of that was probably the last JJB show. We played at that place over in downtown.
Yeah.
And that was like in February of 2020.
Yep.
Right before, like a month before the COVID stuff happened. Mm-hmm. So.
Insane, man.
Nuts.
That tastes pretty good.
It was 2020 BC?
Yeah. AD.
No, BC, before COVID.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2020 BC, before COVID.
PC, previous to COVID.
Nah. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I was just looking at Spotify. So I just posted an episode today from October.
So let's talk about that episode.
Yeah, I mean, dude, much has happened since then.
And that was the land party.
Yeah, I got
I just did it was the episode about Louder Than Life when you guys went to that festival. I just posted that.
So
I just got the notification, opened her up.
So the land party.
The land party, honestly, man, like I went live.
That was live.
It's just under live on YouTube.
I got you.
I never went back and consolidate or
Sure.
I just kind of left it alone because we didn't talk about a whole lot on there. Yeah. There really wasn't any substance on that other than me and Scott. That was the last one Scott was on. And I talked about how he's finally on again. What did I forget what I said to him. I'm like, Scott, oh yeah, you're. Oh no, he said it's the most he's ever talked because you weren't talking because you were gone.
He was louder than life on that episode.
He's like, yeah, this is the most I've ever talked. Yeah. Yeah, man. But that was that land party seemed kind of thin. There wasn't a whole lot of people there.
It was. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was just the timing of everything because like that time of year and like because the holidays were coming up and it was like end of October and just like there's a lot going on, a lot of different parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Those fall parties that those clam bakes and. The Halloween stuff and everything. I mean, it's just like there's everything. There's a lot of stuff happening around. I know I was busy.
Yeah.
Because for my kids, the football season just ended. Man, October is a beast, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, all summer is busy, but like that October, like it's like I look forward to like when it's over only because it's like that first weekend, that first Saturday where I didn't have to wake up and go anywhere and do anything. It's like. I don't know what to do with my time.
Right.
Like, I felt like I wasted the day because I just, like, sat at home and did nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
there's something about October, dude, that just feels like there's so much going on. This year, not to cut you off, but this year I drove a tractor for the Spooky Ranch out in Columbia Station.
Nice.
So I would do that on, like, Fridays and Saturdays. But, like... And then I had my work inventory and, but October is like always busy for us. I don't even know what it is, but we call November
every year
Slowvember because like we need to remind ourselves to like slow down, relax. Cause then you got December coming up.
Yep.
My birthday's in December. Christmas is in December.
Birthday.
Thanks, man. Yeah. December 7th.
Oh.
A couple weeks behind, but we're all right.
I missed it by a day.
Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. 2 reasons why it'll live in infamy,
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
It's the reason for the season.
That's right, baby.
I don't know. But yeah, overall this year, I think was pretty good for the show. I was just kind of looking on Spotify after I posted today's episode, like, I was looking, how they have like, it's like a minute short random segment of your episode that they do for you.
Yeah.
So I went through every episode and just looking at that was cool. Like, even though it was random, like, man, we really did a lot of shows from having Grayson on and talking about Aaron Carter to, I don't even know. I mean, having my friend Laura on, we're talking about her fallout with our friend.
Yeah.
Some of that's...
Dude, that stuff seems like it was just like yesterday.
Yeah.
I know. And it was like early in the year.
It was. It was
crazy.
Early on.
It's crazy.
What was everybody's favorite episode this year, by the way?
Oh, man. How do you pick one?
The most successful... The most successful one.
This one's my favorite.
This is it.
This is it's always the most
successful one was the one with Grayson. We had like 100 plus plays on that one.
Really?
Like,
nice.
like just on Spotify alone. And we've
awesome.
never gotten that many on any, like the next episode, I want to say we got like 50, and then maybe some of those people, those stragglers, forget this, I'm not watching this. But my favorite episode, if I can just go to Spotify real quick and look.
I'm going there now and looking at everything.
Was probably, and I was just looking at it, I really liked, man, let's see, my birthday. When we all were here for my birthday.
That was a good one, yeah.
That was my favorite one, even though it has 7 views.
It was pure pandemonium.
Who cares? It was fun. I had a good time.
My favorite one, if I may, and I've listened to all of them, and I love all of them, but my favorite one was when you had the old band on, when you had the whole band on. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's characteristic of me to not like anything I was involved with. So,
Yeah, that's
nice.
Same here. I haven't listened to the show since I was on it last.
Oh boy,
no, I'm joking. It's been the running joke. No, I actually try to take some time to go back and listen to them. I know I say that, but like, I feel like we had a better, because earlier in the year. And I'm kind of hoping and anticipating that this is going to be the same for this next season.
Mm-hmm.
That we'll have a more regular cadence of being able to record because, like we've already said, like it's been so busy, like summertime, like fall. It's like it's hard to get down here like every other Friday or so.
Yeah,
and like even like vacations and things like that. So I'm hoping that like, we kind of learn from this past year, do, a little bit of self-reflecting and try to do some of these ideas that, we've kind of thrown around here. Almost every episode, we always come up with some kind of idea for like content, and I like to make it more engaging for our listeners. Like I try to the 2 or 3 we have.
Well, Tim, you just told me that you started doing something else.
Yeah.
Like you're hosting a game or not trivia. Trivia thing.
Little plug here. Every Monday and Wednesday, me and a partner of mine, we're doing trivia on Mondays and bingo on Wednesdays. This little spot. It's called Tri-City Pub in Parma.
Nice.
It's right on Broadview and I think Sprague. I think is that street. I'm not sure.
Sprague.
Sprague. Yeah. I think it's right there. It's right across the street from like Meyer.
Oh, that's the west side. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been doing that for probably like a month or so now, and the bingo's actually really taken off. We got a lot of bingo bunnies coming in there, some old, young, everying. I mean, and nice. It's just people
bingo bunnies.
Yeah, that's what the dude calls it.
Ooh.
Like okay. He's like, yeah, these are my bingo bunnies. Like, and we get those like, they're a little bit older. I mean, like, when I say a little bit older, I mean like maybe 50s, 60s, whatever.
Lovely maids all lined up.
Baby.
Well, they're like, it's a couple. It's these two couples, and they, the one guy, he kind of brings the energy, So,
yeah.
Win or lose, they're over there having a good time, and I mean, really, we're trying to build it up. The trivia though, that's been kind of slow. Monday nights. Like nobody's coming out on Monday nights.
Really?
Yeah, so it's been working, but we actually have plans in the work for January to do 90s popular 90s television shows, and we're gonna do like like one Monday will be like Friends, and then like The Simpsons, and then like Home Improvement, or like Gilmore Girls, and like
The Office. Office trivia, man. That's the best.
I mean, is that from the 90s, though, or what?
No, that's true.
Because I was going to say Sopranos, but I don't even think that was from the 90s, was it? Maybe late 90s?
Late 90s, maybe.
Late 90s, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so we're building it up, and it's getting there. It's getting there. And it's for me, I have gear, and, like, I'm not using it.
Yeah, you're using it.
So, like, my Mondays and Wednesdays were free. I'm like, yeah. Let's go. And it's
nice.
It's an easy little side gig for 4 hours, just to sit there and work the knob. And
I know we talked about doing the podcast there. I just mentioned it, but then I forgot my band practices on Mondays. That would be like maybe like a one-off we could do on a Monday night. But
hey, call in sick.
Yeah, sorry, can't make it to my house.
Feeling well, yeah, exactly.
Oh man, yeah. You see my drums. So my band recorded an album this past. I've been so busy, man.
That's a lot of work, man.
I took all my drums with me to another studio because we didn't do it here, and I just have not set them up. Just everything's just been torn apart down here. So thank you guys for helping. I would love to. I know we talked.
I just showed up late and watched. I really didn't know what.
No, I would love to do what we talked about, having that. Like, I was just talking to Watson the other day. We were supposed to do this back in October, but it never happened. And he has this glass that he's going to give me to make like a studio booth. Like a window right there, and just put all of this in there, and this whole area. I was even thinking about, but the problem is my band practice is down here.
Yeah.
So it's like two different scenes. Like that coffee table is an issue because when they're here, they're right there. I have to move it over. Like everything, it's like two different scenes I have to have down here.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing about this podcast is I would love to have it set up, almost have like a patch bay set for the podcast and then separate for practice or whatever, or recording stuff. And then boom, just like at church, a lot of churches have it's like not, like you have, I don't know. My church, we have like a thing. I don't even know. It's like a system where like the whole sound system and computers are all connected to this one button, and you just hit a button and it all starts. Yeah. And like in perfect sequence. Like it's crazy. Yeah. That's what I would love to have. But the problem is, again, time, money, all of that.
You got that single boy money though, you know what I mean?
do. I got single boy money.
Take advantage of it. Well, I know. You know what I mean.
Nice segue.
Well,
I did. I did have single boy money.
Segue.
Well, when I say single boy, I mean like, you're living separate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm not one mouth to feed.
Sure, one mouth to feed.
That's a big one.
Absolutely.
One ass to wipe.
But yeah, so you kind of got that luxury
right
for right this second, you know. So I would say maybe now is the time. Like get it now. Right. Before finances get mixed up and
it's over.
It's over after that. Yeah,
it's over.
Forget about it.
It's already
over. How
over.
often I buy hockey jerseys for myself? Birthday, Christmas, right there.
There you go.
You need to find another holiday.
Twice a year.
No, I got to. I better become Jewish.
Memorial Day.
What about Father's Day? There you go.
There we go. Father's Day.
Third hockey jersey for you.
You're right. There you go. That's right.
It's like a Father's Day is like a mini birthday.
Kind of, yeah. You get.
It's just that everybody else is also celebrating it at the same time.
It's like it's birthday light. You know what I mean? Like you might get a card. You might get that that Father's Day T-shirt that says like best dad in the world or the coffee.
The card is.
I got the coffee mug this year.
Nice.
Yeah,
super dad.
Okay.
I've actually got some pretty good shirts for Father's Day, but unfortunately they're all black. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like. Because it's like summertime. I'm like, oh, this is a good shirt. Oh, it's a good shirt.
Did you get that one for? Did you get that one for Father's Day?
I don't remember where I got this one. Maybe I might. You know what? I think I bought this for Halloween.
I love everyone's t-shirts.
T-shirt segue.
Everyone here has great t-shirts.
Your t-shirt's fantastic.
So mine. Before we get to yours, you haven't.
Yeah,
so
mine says
the big reveal.
What does that say?
It says this is my human costume. I'm actually a polar bear,
dude. And I love that other shirt that you wore on Halloween. You came over here randomly for like 5 minutes. I wish I would have went live on Instagram or something because he's like he's got this shirt. He's like ask me about my costume.
Ask me about
my costume. I'm like, what do you mean?
Ninja costume. Ask me about my ninja.
A ninja costume, and then he takes his shirt and puts it like over his head. And then it was like a ninja mask thing.
There's a mask printed on the inside of the shirt. So
yeah, it was awesome.
Nice.
And I was like, that was amazing. And then he just drove off. I was like, I wish I had a video of that just now. That was great.
Kelly got me that one. I think I don't know if it was birthday or Father's Day, but yeah, she got me that one. She's like, I gotta get this. I seen it on TikTok and it was hilarious. I had to get it for you.
That's like that is the Pinnacle Creed show was the halftime show. when he played for the Cowboys when they did the Cowboys halftime
That
show.
was the peak of America. Yeah. Well, anyways, I saw Creed back in, what was that, July? No, July. Last month.
November.
Wow.
2 months after 9/11, by the way, is when that halftime show occurred.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was why it was so American.
Yeah.
But dude, Creed. Okay, so awesome show. Loved it. Sad you couldn't go.
Yes, me too.
But
I'm still really bummed about it.
It was. I missed
3 Doors Down.
Three Doors Down.
I couldn't go either, man. There were 2 shows I couldn't go to.
I was still paying for Louder, man. I didn't have the money.
There was Creed and then Saves the Day and Senses Fail were the 2
Was
shows
the
I
next
missed.
day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And I honestly wish I would have went to that Senses Failed show instead, because I was so busy that day. That Creed show was a Friday night.
Yeah.
I worked all day. I had a Friendsgiving to attend after work, and then, which was cutting into the show.
Right.
So we had to haul ass from this Friendsgiving.
no. If I had tickets, my friends can wait.
I showed up. It
My
was my
friend's over
mom's.
you.
It was with my mom.
Okay.
I know. It was.
Yeah.
It's such a hard call, but I went for a brief time. We left early. I show up right when we walk in there. I hear 3 Doors Down.
Yeah, dude.
That was the last song. I missed
That was
all.
it?
I missed all of 3 Doors Down.
What?
It's like when me and Frankie went to James Taylor, Jackson Brown opened up the show.
Yeah.
And Somebody's Baby was the closer, and that's when we walked in.
I got goosebumps just
know.
listening.
You probably thought it was like
say
mid-set and you get some more songs. That's how I felt. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Yeah, I love this song. They can't be ending with this song. This is like kind of a rocking song. Yeah, it was it. Good night. And we got our seats, and I sat Creed. I saw all Creed. They were great, but man, I would have loved to just seen them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there was an opener. I missed. That's the thing with Rocket Mortgage, man. They are on time because they have to be done by 11 o'clock.
It ain't the grog shop, you know?
No, it isn't. It doesn't go over ever. So that was my bad. Or House of Blues. House of Blues is notorious for
Yeah, they're
never
pretty
starting
bad
on
too,
time.
yeah.
It would be like 7 o'clock and 7:30, and they're just dicking around, and you're watching some commercial on a screen. You're like, come on. It wasn't like that. It was like
a UFC fight.
So the opener and because I had a few friends obviously that went to that show.
Oh, really?
The opener and Saves the Day were tight, high and tight,
Really?
right on it. Senses Fail closed the show, so
Okay.
they kind of got a little bit of more carte blanche.
I almost went to that. I almost went to that show. We
went to Frankenmuth the next week for Thanksgiving, so I wasn't trying to spend any extra money.
I remember I asked you because I was like, "Are you going to see Saves the Day?" You're like, "No."
Yeah, I seen him a lot, man.
Yeah.
Seen him a lot, dude.
I had a good year though. I saw some bands. I saw Creed. I saw. Jeez, I don't know. I guess I didn't see that too many bands.
I've seen bands I never thought I'd see.
I bet.
Well, you saw a lot.
Louder Than Life, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, you want to talk about a big, like, I don't want to say buzzkill because
you didn't
like,
show your T-shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Show that off.
I'm waiting for this reveal because he said it was. He said it was.
It can't beat my Creed shirt.
He said.
It doesn't beat my Creed shirt. Even though it's an XXL. It's a little big. I'm not happy about it, but it's all right.
I'm not old. I'm classic.
Yeah. So this is how I know I'm old.
Is that a Nova?
There you go. That looks sweet. I like it.
What kind of car is that?
I think that's.
Is that a Mustang?
No, it's not a
Maybe a
Stang.
Plymouth?
It's definitely American Muscle.
Yeah.
Dodge.
It looks like
maybe?
I was gonna say it looks like you like a
It's a
Dodge
coupe.
or one of the Novas.
It's
My dad-
It's a Ford Galaxy. I'm just kidding.
It's a Pinto.
Yeah, it's a Gremlin.
No, my dad actually just got a Dodge. Oh man, a Dodge Cornet. It's a '65 Dodge Cornet.
Oh wow.
Like all original miles. I think it's like 30,000 miles or something on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy he got it from is like a collector. He's got like probably like 30, 50 cars in some barn warehouse somewhere. And he has some trouble getting it running stable. Like, and so the guy just didn't want to fool with it, I guess. So he got rid of it. I guess my dad got a good price on it. I don't know how much he paid, but he said it was a good deal. And something to tinker with in the backyard. You know, something to work on.
That's right.
He hasn't had one in a while. His last nice muscle car was I think it was a '67 Nova,
Mm.
and then he ended up doing a bunch of work on it, and sold it without my brother's permission. It was actually my brother's car. My brother was driving it to school when he was in high school. He was going to automotive, and my brother didn't even know he came.
Max Hayes. Was he going to Max Hayes?
No, he Parma. So he went to Valley Forge.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Max Hayes actually has a really good automotive program.
Yeah, that's why I thought that when you said that.
But no, my brother's still pissed about that. He still brings it up whenever it comes around, and he's like, "Yeah, and you just sold my car without even asking me. Like I had plans for that thing."
It's the worst. Well, just wait. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because my old man's got like quite a bit of vehicles.
Yeah.
So I think to myself, well, eventually, I'll kind of have.
Something to play with.
I'll have them. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Give it time. You know what I mean?
Chill
I love my dad. Don't.
I hate this view of you. It's so weird.
Just tilt that camera down a little bit, dude. I wanted to tell you, speaking of shows really quick, by the way.
Yeah.
So check this out, okay? I'm not sure if either of you guys are like fans of these guys, but the Get Up Kids, okay?
I wanted to go to that too, and I didn't.
February 19th, they're coming to
that's right. They're coming. I haven't missed that one yet.
The 25th anniversary of Something to Write Home About, okay?
I'm thinking of Phantom Planet. I wanted to go to that, and I missed it.
So, the anniversary is playing with the Get Up Kids for that show, okay?
I remember them, the anniversary.
February 19th. You know what else happens on that day? Frankie's birthday.
Okay.
So, guess what I'm not going to?
Wait. She doesn't want to go to that?
Just take her.
No, she's not into that kind of music.
Okay.
So
Make her.
no,
Just make her go. This is where you're going for your
kind of music.
No,
for your birthday.
we're still within the first 3 years of marriage,
Well, I'm just
so
saying,
you
like,
understand.
Whenever you get in a car,
Gotcha.
whenever you get in a car, always put it on. like if you show more interest in it, and then she's like, I know this song. Hey, you want to see these guys?
They're pretty cool. I mean, it's if they were playing with anybody else but the anniversary, I would just be like, all right, well, I wouldn't be as upset.
Right.
But like
That's a
the
sweet
anniversary hasn't like played in forever.
I haven't heard of it. Like, yeah, heard that name in forever.
Probably like early 2000s is like the last time Rick was really into them. That's who got me.
Yeah,
into
that's
the
probably who I heard
anniversary.
them from too.
Yeah. But hey, what can you do, right?
The anniversary was popular from an MTV show, if I'm not mistaken. There was a guy that was on, I want to say it was like Real World one season, and one of the guys that was in the rooms on that show, I never watched that show, but he was in that band. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a different band. I'm thinking of The Wedding. Remember them?
Well, hang on.
The wedding anniversary.
The Wedding is what they were called. The Wedding. Not their anniversary. Different band. Totally different.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they were from Kansas, too, which is where Get Up Kids are from. So that's probably why they're
makes sense.
playing together. Yeah, Lawrence, Kansas. Yeah, 97 to 2004, then 2016. Wow. Sorry, looking at
Man, so I feel like I got so much to talk about, but right now I got nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I there's been so much going on that I don't even know what section of my brain to pull from right now. Like, my goodness, because right now I'm kind of just thinking about the year, and like I don't know, man. Time flies, man. Like I was just like, okay, so like for example, so I went somewhere a couple weeks ago and I injured my arm because I was trying to do a pull up. And I was like, yeah, I was here last year. Okay. I'll just tell the story. I was over.
Yeah, sorry.
Have you ever been to Oglebay?
Oglebay, yeah.
Or Oglebay, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Over in West Virginia, they have lights in the mountains and stuff. It's pretty nice.
I've heard of it. I've never been.
It's a rich person's holiday.
It's fun.
Oh.
Dude, it's not at all. It's $30 donation to go through here. You don't even have to pay. If you want to be dick and say, hey, I don't want to go to this. Or, I want to go to this. I'm not going to pay. You can just... Apparently, it's a donation. They called it that. $30. So I went there. It's a resort. Not that expensive either. $175 for the room for one night.
Huh. That's
free breakfast in the morning. Really nice resort. Whatever. You can't go swimming because it's freezing. But we went there. And it was cool. They have a gym there. So this gym Now, I went with my family 2 years ago. I thought I went a year ago. So I go in the gym and they have this pull-up bar. I'm like, oh, dude, I did a pull-up. I did a pull-up here last year. So I jump on it and I felt like a pop in my arm.
Oh, God.
Like I felt it throughout my body.
Like an arm hernia.
Yeah. So I thought my bone, it feels like my bone is actually sticking out right here compared to this arm. It was so sore, dude. Like that hold.
Probably tore a muscle or something.
I think that's, or a tendon or something, because it's been like sore for weeks. It's fun. Anyways, the whole reason why I brought that up, I thought that was a year ago. It was actually 2 years ago that I tried to do a pull-up. And I thought I could do a pull-up 2 years later.
Is there like a prize if you do it?
No, I just tried to do it.
You get a free night stay.
It is a really nice. They have like a really nice.
We'll put you down.
They have a really nice gym.
Yeah.
And I was walking through there, and I tried doing it, and I pulled something, man. I got halfway, and I'm like, oh! I tried to lift.
I gotta go lay down.
I tried to lift 215 pounds.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, dude.
One-armed.
Yeah, that's not smart. So yeah, right now it's on the up and up, but
yeah.
So that's new. Waiting for that to heal.
And you're left-handed.
And I'm left-handed.
So
I know.
You're feeling that every day.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, honestly, I write left-handed. That's about it. I write left-handed. Everything else, driving, I don't really use my left hand. I don't have to. I like to. I don't know.
I got my right hand on the shifter, so.
Yeah. So you have to.
One knee on the wheel.
Yeah.
The other one's smoking a cigarette.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm joking.
I got one hand in my pocket.
Yeah. So anyways.
Speaking of your body falling apart, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to put a massager and heater on my driver's seat, man, so I can have something like, so me and Frankie got new vehicles. We're leasing them. But we got new vehicles, and I downgraded from my Tiguan to the Taos. She upgraded from her Fiesta to the Taos, but so this one doesn't have heated seats. Oh. So I had this back massager that I had for my office chair that just wasn't working well. So I bought like a 12-volt connector for the cigarette lighter for the car.
It's got a heater on it?
Oh, yeah. It's got a heater. It's got a massager. Nice. So I'll put that on for like 30 minutes when I'm driving, dude. Fantastic. Because my posture is just horrible.
That's awesome. Well, that's not awesome, but...
Yeah, I mean, it'll be okay.
That's awesome.
That amazing. Horrible posture is great.
It's great.
What? Hey, favorite... Can we talk about our favorite moments from the podcast in 2014 or 2024?
Yeah, probably
10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago when the podcast didn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
I know mine right off the rip.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was the realization that Matt Foley and Mick Foley were literally like the same person after you did that impression.
Oh, jeez.
That's my favorite.
That was a great impression, by the way. I went back recently just to watch that section, and it's really good.
The guy in a van down. I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. The young man, tell me what you want to do with your life.
So you want to be a writer?
Repeating me lines? I'll be a writer. Young man, according to your dad, you haven't been using papers for writing, but for rolling doobies. You're going to have plenty of time for rolling doobies when you're living in a van down by the river. Now, this is what I want. You can take your world and you can grab it by the tail and put it in your pocket. I want you and me, we can work together. Here we're going to walk side by side. Here's you, here's me. Here's you, here's whoopsie-daisy. Oh, jeez, oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Whoopsie-daisy, broke the coffee table. So sorry.
That was good.
Oh, so sorry.
All right, that was good.
All right, that's fine.
I felt like you can also double that impression with Mankind.
Mankind.
I see that
From WWE?
So I'm glad you brought that up
great.
because I was thinking about this when I was talking about Santa. So I told Kelly, I had the suit on, and I looked at her and I was like, I am over 600 years old. My name is Nick, and I live in a sleigh down by the frozen river. What are you going to do with your life, young man? Like, it was just going on, and she's like, you know what? That's actually pretty good. And I never used it. I didn't use it at all the entire time I was being Santa until I actually showed up at her mom and dad's house on Christmas and had. It's so weird. Like the older people, like the kids love Santa. Like when you show up to a party and Santa just walks through the door and it's just.
Sure.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Thanks for letting me crash your party. And,
yeah.
And then you look at the adults in the room and they're like, oh my God, what's happening right now? Like, and then I go find a seat to sit down. Everybody knows what's happening. Everybody knows what's next when Santa sits down. It's
Kids are going to sit on your lap.
Yeah, everyone comes sit on my lap.
So I had like all of Kelly's family just, okay, you're next. I'm like, I guess I'll sit on Santa's lap. I'm like, I'll sit on your lap if you like, young man. I mean, hey, it's okay. I mean, she had some. I think my favorite part though was. My favorite part was probably Kelly's uncle, her dad. I'm sorry, Kelly's uncle. They were waiting for me to show up, and now nobody knew that I was coming in as Santa. The only person that knew was Kelly, and Kelly's like trying to stall. So her uncle is getting ready to leave to take his. I want to say he's like 95. Like he's like an older guy. Like he's like, right on the border of like not knowing what's going on half the time. Kind of age. And I'm telling you, when I walked in the door, he like kind of like straightened up a little bit. He's like, who are you? I was like, hey, young man, how are you? He's like, you still on the nice list? I know you didn't quite make it last year. And he was just making, always just one-liners, just coming up with jokes. And they went to go take a picture, and he like stood up next to me. And he's like, I know, like not looking at me, looking at the camera. He's like, I know who you are. I was like, whoa. It's like, I got a lot of coal. If you want some coal, like you just bring your truck around. I got like a half a cord on the one side of the sleigh and another ton on the other. And he's like, I got your coal, Santa. I was like, what is this guy's deal? Like it's Santa. I'm like,
was he angry?
Was this his uncle?
No,
her uncle?
This was Kelly's uncle's dad.
Oh, gotcha.
And like he doesn't know me. Like he's only seen me maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in his life because I only see him at like, events, holiday dinners and stuff. Like he comes over.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was like posted up and everything. I was like, man, this dude's got some beef with Santa. Like there's a story here that I want to know.
Maybe you're taking his job. Maybe he was supposed to be Santa.
But
and you're like,
so when her uncle got back to the house after dropping him off, he's got a full bar in his basement. We went down there. We're doing like a bourbon tasting. He's got like some really unique collection. And so we're just out down there hanging out. He's like, yeah. He's like, I got my dad in the truck and we're like leaving. And he's like, who was that? He was like, what do you mean, Dad? He's like, who was that guy? He's like, it was Santa. He's like, no. Who was that? I don't know him. Who was that guy? He's like, Dad, it was Santa. He's like, you know Santa? He's like, no, I don't know who that guy was.
nah.
I was like, what? I was like, this dude's he's got a story somewhere. I was like, something happened to him. Santa must have robbed his child at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, right. He didn't get him that nice present.
Oh man,
something.
Man,
you can hear all the butt cheeks clenching together when I walk in the room. All the adults.
Jeez.
It's just like, oh my God. And then even when we were done at Kelly's parents' house, I went to my grandmother's house because we were having our own dinner. I showed up a little late. They were already starting to open presents, and I walk in, and I have like
as Santa, right?
Yeah, as Santa, okay. And I have a strip of jingle bells that when I walk in, I'm always shaking the jingle bells, and I walk in, and they must have just thought I was just, like just shaking. I got a little bell on me.
Yeah.
And, everybody's like my uncle. He's just like, oh, hey, Santa. And I come around the corner. He's like, oh, Santa. It's like, it's Santa. And like even my family, they were like, "What is wrong with you? Why is Santa here?" Like all the adults again, they're just like, "Oh, here we go. This is awkward." And there was no kids there that didn't know that it was me. Like all my kids know that I do the Santa thing because we have breakfast with Santa at church, and so like they know it's me. But it was like just for fun, like just to walk in, get some pictures with the family. But yeah, it's different when you're dressing as Santa for the family than doing it as a gig.
Yeah.
So like,
but you're just dressing up basically.
Well,
so the beard, you got this beard. Was that the beard that you used? Or did you also have a...
No,
yeah.
I wish.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say, I thought you were doing like an Amish Santa Claus or something.
No, this thing is like...
Sorry, no offense.
Nylon, like, it's not comfortable. I'll say
sure,
that.
I bet not. All day? On top of this?
Well, no, not all day. I don't wear it. I mean, I probably don't wear the suit.
Couple hours?
I don't wear the suit for probably more than like 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
Except for Nicole, my ex-wife. She is the director of daycare, and the owner for the last couple of years has paid me to come out and be Santa for his like Christmas open house. That's a sweet gig. Like,
that's awesome.
Like $250 to sit there as Santa for two hours. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Do that every week.
And
hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice. I mean, you just sit there. They come in, got some strange baby, and they take pictures with them. Like, yeah, well, you're Santa. I mean, you're not the president. You can't kiss the baby, but I can't tell you the last time I held a baby. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's gotta be weird.
How many times you get like strangers here? Hold my baby. Like
that is so bizarre.
Like,
do you stuff your suit?
No, I don't. And actually, that's funny that you mentioned that because at that event, one of the kids was walking around and said something to one of the teachers. It was like, "Why is Santa so skinny?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I'm not that skinny. I was like, but I'm flattered. I was like, I guess for Santa, I don't make I probably could have put like a pillow or something, but man, I couldn't live with that. Oh man, it's hot enough wearing that thing because I don't change clothes. Like I would wear what I have on,
right? And
you put everything on over top of it, so your face is all hot and itchy. Like it's weird though because the boot covers, my calves start sweating.
Jeez.
So like if I after that 2 hours I take the boot covers off and the sleeve of my legs were wet. Like man, I was like that's weird. Like why is my pant leg all wet and sweaty? Of all things.
Yeah.
But it's fun, man. I mean, it kind of gets seeing the kids and their reaction is probably the best part. Like it makes it totally worth it. Like they're so excited.
Yeah, kids,
especially when they're
moving.
not expecting it.
Yeah.
Especially when they're not like. Santa?
We got a big line here.
Yeah. What do you ever get kids that are crying?
Yeah, and so it's not like a mall Santa where you had to wait in line for like an hour to go see him. So it's like your parents force you to sit on Santa's lap because it's like I didn't wait in this line for nothing. So but there's been a few kids like they're scared, and I try to distract them with the. Here, you want to shake Santa's bells? Here.
I'd go like,
oh,
I'm gonna get you.
I gotcha. That's cool, man. That's good stuff. We all did something to participate in the holidays between being Santa and a tractor driver for Halloween. What were you doing to contribute?
I would love to have done that.
It was cool. Like my wife was doing the daytime shift over there. For the
is it like a hayride?
It's Rock and Ranch during the day, so they got like pumpkin patch, they got a stage show, face painting, family friendly stuff, and then at night they got all the haunted houses. But after the first week, she was like, they're looking for tractor drivers, and I grew up on like backhoes and tractors with my old man, so like I know how to drive them and everything.
Wait, when did you do that? When did?
So this was the second week of
I didn't even know you did this.
I was side hustle, baby.
What?
I had went from the second week of October to the first week of November, because that's how long the ranch is open.
Okay.
So I essentially drove a tractor for the hay rides.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this maze that's like a haunted maze that the kids and the people, they go on the hay ride.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one that drives the trailer. So like the trailer's attached to the tractor and I'm the tractor driver. So,
yeah,
but it was pretty cool.
That's
I
cool.
stopped over by, some days I'd get off work and go straight there. So I'd stop by like Red Wagon Farm. So I checked that out. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And it was right down the street. I mean, it's my old stomping grounds, Columbia Station.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty cool. It was cool.
Man.
But yeah, man.
What kind of money was that bringing in, if you don't mind me asking?
I can't give
It must be good. I mean, because it was a short amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I think I cleared for so there's probably about like
You don't have to say.
no
But
4 or 5 weekends, so probably like somewhere between like $400 or $500.
yeah,
maybe.
man. I mean, hey, some extra change.
Change, baby. Yeah. So
just to drive a tractor.
just to drive a tractor. Yeah, I
Like
drove it.
that's the kind of side hustle that I was looking for.
Yeah.
And when this opportunity opened up with the trivia and the bingo, I'm like, I really don't feel like lugging all my gear out twice a week.
Right.
But it's like, I'm not gonna complain.
No.
And it's like it's easy money. I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. Something to do on the side, and it's just fun money, So you're not like, you don't feel like you're working real hard for it, but at the same time you're having fun, you're having a good time, and you have a little bit of spending cash.
And that's what side hustles should be, is like something that's fun that you enjoy. So like I did the tractor driving, I do flea markets, like, I do all this stuff that like I like doing, like garage sales, everything like that. But, if you're going to be like spending the time outside of your normal job doing work, it might as well be something you enjoy doing, like be it like, doing, band stuff or, whatever the case may be.
Right. I'm like talking
You're talking in the thin air over there. But, yeah, man, I mean, so it was cool though, brother. It was really cool. I can't believe it's like they were, gosh, what was mentioned? Something's coming out in 2020. Oh, James Taylor's coming back in 2025.
What?
In June. Yeah, he's coming back to Cleveland at Blossom.
Oh, wow.
And Frankie was like, "Hey, we should get tickets again." And I was like, "Oh, 2025, that's like over a year away." And then I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. It's like now.
Yeah.
It is
it's
now.
literally going to be this year." Yeah.
It's here, baby.
The older I get, man, I mean, it's just like time waits for no man, brother.
No.
Like it's just
It blows your
It's
mind.
because we're in routines. There's
Yeah.
nothing new. It's like
yes.
that's what it is.
That's exactly
there's
what it
nothing
is.
New. You're doing the same thing, the same
Right?
routine. Like your brain just kind of like there's no new memories happening. So like that's why like a lot of these things that we're talking about, like these little side hustles and stuff, like those were the big moments this year because it's like that's what I remember because everything else was just the grind.
Right. Yeah. Everyday normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, what about you, Ryan?
Dude.
That's what I wanted to ask too. How old is everybody? How old are you, Tim?
If I remember correctly, I think I'm 38.
38?
38.
38? Okay.
You're 38
Maybe
as
I'm
well.
37.
No, 39.
39.
I turned 39 on December 7th.
thought you turned 38.
Dude, I'll be 40 next year. How crazy.
Crazy. Dude.
That's crazy.
That's
My brother
crazy.
just turned 40 this year, back in January. He'll be 41.
So my band
I'm
played.
37.
My band. You're not 38? I was going to say, you're not the
37.
same age
No,
as me.
I know you're a year older. When you said 38, I don't think.
Ah,
37.
jeez. That's what happens, man. When you get deep in your 30s, you forget. And well, anyways, you know who I saw at my band's show the other day?
Who?
The dude that played Scud Farkas in A Christmas Story. Dude's 53 years old and he looks like he's 40.
Jeez Louise.
He's a redhead dude, obviously.
I would hope
And
so, yeah.
Well, that helps for whatever reason. I don't know how that helps genetically, but he looks like a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah.
He looks a few years older than me. He's 53.
Jeez.
It's insane.
So
Super nice guy too.
so-
I didn't get a photo with him. I'm bummed.
Dr. Tim will say it's probably because he's got fairer skin complexion, and so he's probably spent a lot less time in the sun.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so
that's
he-
exactly
He's
it.
probably
why-
more healthy.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Yeah. It keeps you. Yep.
He's probably been lotioned up way more times than we like to know about.
This is not going to be like something. I mean, like Tim could probably participate in this, but do you know who called me on? Who reached out to me and called me on a Monday night this past week?
Who's that?
You're gonna lose your marbles.
Oh, hold on.
Old school, like think old school.
What day was it?
Monday, the day before Christmas Eve, the evening before Christmas Eve.
Give me two. How old are they? Don't tell me
questions.
that. How long have you known them?
How long have I known them?
No.
That's one.
Okay,
one
no,
question.
okay.
That's one
Here's,
question.
here's one. Here's one thing that you need
guess.
to know. Okay, I'll give you 2 clues. Okay.
Okay, give me 2 clues. That's good.
Somebody that you and I are a group of people that you and I are associated with, a group of 3 people that also know Rick.
Also, what?
Also know Rick.
Oh. That also know Rick?
Yes, I'll give you a 3rd clue. They moved out of state.
Was this Nikki?
No.
Give me another guess.
You played in a band with them.
And they wish you Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important.
They were listening to Saves the Day and thought of me and thought they'd give me a call and see how I was doing, catch up.
Joe Piedmont.
No.
No?
I've been in touch with Joe, but I've been in touch with him because of like
I don't know why
Armar's
he would-
wedding and everything like
he
that.
wouldn't be listening to
Moved
Saves
out
the
of
Day.
state too, by the way.
Ed.
Ed. Yep.
Was it Ed?
Ed, Brett, and Ryan down in New Orleans. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I haven't spoken to Ed, and for no reason in particular, but since back when we were in the band together,
Right.
and him and Andrew had that falling out, which I believe they reconciled and everything, but
Yeah.
after that, I have not seen him ever since then.
They all
And
moved
I lived with him for almost a year after that happened.
Yeah.
But after we moved out together, I know he moved, and that's crazy. That's really random.
Yeah, Brett called me up and he was like, we were listening to Saves the Day and we were like, hey, wonder how Joe Joyce is doing. And like Brett still had my number, so he called me.
Wow.
And then I FaceTimed him. They were hanging out in a cabin celebrating Christmas, and I was like, all right, this is cool.
Who was this? Brett? You said what you said?
Brett, yeah. Brett, Ryan, and
Wow.
and Ed. You remember Brett and Ryan? They were in that band Station.
Yes. They still hang out?
Yeah.
That's insane.
They're all still friends, man.
That's insane.
They quit playing music back in 2019 was the last time they
Okay.
played music together right before COVID. So
Wow.
yeah, man.
I saw Ryan at a Me Without You show in Akron maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Randomly, he was in the crowd,
That's crazy.
and he was with some other guy. I didn't catch his name, but I forgot how much I liked that dude because we were talking, briefly in between songs, and he moved. I don't know, where did he move?
French Quarter in New Orleans.
Really?
Somewhere. What the heck? Like I can't remember cities in New Orleans, but like Baton Rouge or French Quarter or something like that. But they all live down there now.
Wow.
Down in New Orleans.
That's so weird that they all moved to the same area.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That happened to me when I was living in Youngstown. I don't know if you know Kaler. I don't think you know him. Some people, there's this kid Kaler. He also moved back when I moved from Youngstown to Cleveland. He moved also from Youngstown to Cleveland at the same time. For no in particular reason. It was just happened we all moved at the same time to the same location. So bizarre.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Really weird.
But yeah,
Man.
I was happy about it. I've been texting back and forth with Brett now for the past few days. But I was telling Frankie about it last night. Like, you think to yourself, like, these people, they wouldn't. Like, I thought about these people several times over the past few years, and I think to myself, they wouldn't think about me or whatever. And here they are, the night before
sending you a
Christmas
message.
Eve, sending me, calling me up and going like, "Hey, we were listening to Saves the Day, and we thought about you."
Yeah.
Just that. I mean, they were all really. I don't have problems with people, period. But like, they were all really solid guys. I never had an issue with any of them. They were all really sweet guys. So
you never know who you are to someone else.
yeah,
You never know.
yeah. Ain't that something?
And a lot of times we make up something in our head that we ain't shit to someone else, and it's probably a complete opposite. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's weird.
Tim?
So who was it? It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't anybody that I don't think you knew. Who do you know? Maybe we know people.
Who do I know?
Do you have a Facebook? Can we see who our mutual friends are?
Probably none.
Oh, dang. Hang on.
Do you have a Facebook or no? Tim?
Sorry, my monitor's weird over here. I lost audio in my ear. What was that now?
Do you have a Facebook?
I do. So I have a Facebook, but I'm never on it. Kind of like walked away from it years ago. Just too much drama.
He's told the story on here.
I probably have. So I actually, the only time I ever actually go on Facebook is if somebody sends me like a link to
Is
like a
it
video.
under Tim or Timothy?
It's just Timothy Campbell, yeah.
Timothy Campbell.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I have probably like, I don't know how many people, but there's people that I see almost every day. People that I'm like in a pretty decent relationship with that have sent me friend requests, and I'm not friends with them. Like, I haven't.
Bro, you need to update your profile pictures, dude, because you were like,
I was actually going through that about a week or so ago. I'm like, I should probably update this because like
the three
I still
people,
got my family. I still got like me and my ex-wife and my son.
The three mutual friends. One of them has passed away.
Oh.
And then the other one is Eric, who is somebody I grew up and went to North Olmsted with.
Eric Moore?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me and him are actually really tight. We he was the drummer in my band.
Oh, okay. In the band that y'all played the
Blues Connection, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Dude, Eric's fantastic.
Yeah.
Drummer, man, yeah.
Yeah, he's
good people.
He's actually I've given me a lot of good insight with like a lot of drumming too, because the thing about it is like I've been probably playing drums for 13, 14 years.
Nice.
And but really got serious about it probably with like in the last 6 or 7.
Okay.
So you don't meet, like I play in my church, so I don't really get any kind of like critical feedback.
Yeah.
Like on things that I should like work on or things that I'm like I'm sloppy here or there or whatever. So that's why like whenever I come over here and get on Ryan's kit, I'm like, oh man, like I sound like crap.
I'll send you a friend request.
And yeah, I'll get it, but I probably won't respond.
And the other one, it was Nick Doyle. Do you remember Nick?
Nick died?
Yeah. He passed away, yep.
How long ago was that?
Probably about like a year and a half ago.
Dude.
Year and a half ago, yep.
I got really close with him when I was in the band. He would always come out to shows all the time.
Yep.
And
isn't that crazy?
Like, you talk about somebody who like you make
guys that are our age.
Yeah, that's
away.
what blows your mind.
It's funny you brought that up. I actually have something I was going to say about that. I'll hold on to that for a second. But Nick, you just mentioned about like people that make an impression on you. He was, because he always came out to our shows when he could. Like he was the one fan that I would look for in the crowd that like you kind of focus on to keep you from getting distracted or like if you mess up or like I mean, I don't really deal with stage fright anymore. Like, I mean, I've been in the spotlight, on stage for something like it doesn't bother me. But like, you still look out to like who's paying attention, who's actually engaged and listening, And he was always that one guy. And man, dude, I mean, and like me and him always vibed. And then I know he moved out. He moved to like California or something or New York. He moved away.
Yeah, but then he came back. He's an Illyrianite like me, so
okay.
So he's
I haven't seen him, dude. I have not seen him since our band was together. And he absolutely loved my Chris Farley impersonation. Like I would do the here's you, here's me, here's you, and he falls on the table. He's like, oh, whoops. Like I mean, I would go full out and just fall on the floor and like I mean, I would, and he absolutely loved it. Man, that I did not know that. And I know, but I do know that Eric has lost a lot of friends too, though. So I mean, he probably, I know he lost a good buddy not too long ago as well. I can't remember his last name, but man,
it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but Sean Babinetz, my good buddy.
Oh, okay.
His cousin passed.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
I didn't know him.
So his cousin passed away Christmas Eve. So I don't know all the details, but from what Sean shared with me, he died in his sleep.
Really?
And I guess he was having trouble breathing and he was waiting for like a CPAP machine or something. But again, I don't know. There was like, I don't know all the details. And I don't know if he knew him either when he told me the story. But
what was his name?
Cliff Ponish.
Oh, okay.
He didn't look familiar to me at all. At all.
Well, again, every party that he ever has, every family function, I always see him. He was 55, so he grew up with my dad, my uncle, and but I'd always see him, and I'd always like cut it up with him, have a joke, always laughing, just kind of chumming up, whatever, He was always like the one person in the family that always would show up that I'd be hanging out with and talking to, and just kind of like making jokes and stuff, and like, dude. Yeah, it's and especially being like around the holidays. Like, I mean, at any time, it doesn't matter when somebody passes, it's still rough.
Yeah,
but like, it just kind of puts a bad stain, like, and from what Sean said, like Christmas was his favorite holiday, and like he actually posted something to the Discord earlier today about how their favorite movie is that Christmas Vacation or National Lampoon. Yeah, and they would always get together and be quoting the movie or like. Do movie quotes and stuff over dinner, and yeah, it's rough. But
that is rough, dude, on Christmas Eve.
So, because then you're just gonna associate the holiday with that person.
Always, yeah. I know a lot of people like that they've had to go through life. Every Christmas, that's what they think about is,
what
they lost.
What a depressing break. Dude, I'm sorry I brought up.
The older you get, that starts to happen,
And, well, that's the epiphany that I had, and it's really not that big of a.
It's just life,
So we actually had me and Scott and my buddy Sean, we actually had somebody pass over this past year. I think it was over the summertime, like early in the summer, that we went to school with. And she actually tried out for our band. Like, we were going to have her be a drummer in our band before we found Eric.
Yeah.
She was on the Cavs drum line, like when she, outside high school after we graduated. Did a lot of stuff with music and things. And I was pretty good friends with her. We were in jazz band together. And, but I mean, we graduated, life goes on. Haven't seen her, talked to her in years, probably since the band. And I guess she was sick for a while and she passed away. And kind of had this thought that I also shared with Sean when he called me about his cousin. I'm like, man, like, I'm kind of like reflecting and thinking the same thing. It's like, I feel like we're at the age now that more and more our peers are, they're going to be gone. It's like, and then even some of the older people in our life that like you live your day, you live your life every day and you see this person, you're like, that person's always been there and you never think twice, like, well, what if they weren't here? Like, what would happen? Right. And it just kind of like, doing that self-reflection and just kind of looking, like thinking about the people in your life that mean the most to you. And then you also, then you got those people in your life that you don't see, but maybe, once or twice a year. And it's like, they're just always there. You just always bank on seeing that person, and it's like, well, yeah, something happened. So, and I told him, I was like, you just got to be appreciative and cherish the moments that you have with the people that you have now. Yeah. Because someday, keep making those memories, because that's really what it's all about. Yeah. Is making memories.
My grandpa, he's 96. That's all I ever think about when I see him. Is this going to be the last time? You know what I mean? He's because of his age, but he's, he's healthy. I don't know how healthy he is, but he's, he's living another day, doing another 24.
I lost my grandpa back in 1996, man. I was 11.
A long time.
Yeah.
A long time
I was
ago.
11 years old and he was only like 64 or 65. So, I mean, something to consider, I guess, Right. Like, you got a lot of good years from him.
A lot of years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of years.
He seems like a pretty wild guy, though, like from the stories you tell about him and stuff, man.
Yeah, he was wild, man. He was wild. He was, I saw him the other day. I got him a jacket, and he got me a jacket. Exchanged gifts at his house.
Very cool.
Stopped over there. He offered me some. He had Baja Blast Mountain Dew. And I took a can of it. I mean, he's offering it.
We got diet or zero sugar Baja Blast at my house. It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
He was watching some.
I'm sorry.
He was watching Telemundo or whatever. What is that? All Spanish network.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. They're reporters, like they're newswomen. there's no desk in front of them. You just see their legs and their. As he's watching this,
it's just upskirt the entire broadcast.
Basically, the whole time.
Jeez.
Well, the camera's like, like over here. It's not really upskirt, but she's like. She's doing like that the whole time, and man, I mean, and even like the weather girls too. I'm like, man, they throwing that ass.
My gosh.
I don't know why, but I was thinking, I forget the name of the movie. I don't know if it was American Pie or it was Road Trip, where the old man they the one dude, he smokes a lot of pot and he walks in, the old guy he just takes Viagra and sits there and watches like workout videos. This old man.
Oh, you're talking about you're thinking of what is that? What's that movie?
I want to say was it Road Trip?
Cox?
No.
Dewey Cox?
Oh my gosh.
In that movie where he goes in, he's like, you don't want none of this, Dewey. We're doing marijuana. And he's like, it's the cheapest drug it is. And I don't want to get a hangover. It doesn't give you a hangover.
I think I know it. I think it is Scary Movie.
That's
the one that
movie.
No. The one that you're talking about, I think, is Scary Movie.
And like the old guy, he stood up and got romantic. He had a huge boner. It just
You should
sweatpants.
Google it.
Old man with boner, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that in my search history.
Kelly will be like, what the heck? What are you looking up?
What they think the boys are doing, what they're really doing.
Yeah, right. No kidding. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, life, as Jeff Goldblum says in Jurassic Park, life finds a way,
Life always finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, man.
But, dude, I wish, speaking of your beard and everything, Tim, I wish I would just, like, grow my beard. Because, like, when you just do the mustache, you have to, like, keep up on cleaning up the edges of the beard and then underneath the chin. And then when this gets too thick, then you got to trim that up and then do the same process all over again.
Every few days, probably.
I keep the mustache trimmed because I cannot stand it when it grows.
I love
Every
it.
time I eat, I feel like I got hair in my mouth. I'm like,
I don't know if well, you got to trim it right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what but like I said, it's a task and a half, man. So.
It is.
I still keep I actually have not changed anything with the way that I, line up my beard.
Mm-hmm.
When I had it shorter, all I've done is instead of because usually when I shave, I comb it down and then I just straight edge.
Okay.
And then maybe I trim it to make it all blend, but I just let it go and instead of combing it down, I comb it up and then I hit it from underneath. And we're still talking about my beard, right?
Yeah.
And I've just let the chin strap grow.
The chin strap.
And I've actually kind of like it because the last time I grew my beard, it just didn't look right, man. Like it made me feel like
yeah.
And I still see it sometimes, but like you can see through it.
There's stuff you can buy, beard
I'm
oil.
thinking about getting some of the beard oil.
Get some of the Everyman Jack. No way, that stuff's garbage.
I did find my brush, so that's been
Get
helpful.
some of the Man Jack.
Everyman Jack.
Everyman Jack. What is that?
I don't know.
That's what they do.
Oh lordy.
Some what is that Mac and Charlie sell on Always Sunny?
Oh, Always Sunny in
Body milk.
Philadelphia. Oh, great. Body milk.
Or muscle muscle milk is an actual thing. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's
So what are you guys doing for
Fight milk. It's
New
fight
Year,
milk.
New Year's Eve? Any plans?
Putting Jolene to bed at 8:30, and
Going to bed at 9.
Franklin will be playing on his tablet, and then
Yeah.
I'll try to stay up as long as I can, dude.
Are you gonna get to midnight?
hold up.
You think you'll get to midnight this year?
I barely make it to 9:30, brother.
Dude, are you serious?
Dude, I swear, man,
on New Year's Eve.
On any night, I was
But it's New Year's Eve.
So Thursday night football was last night. I probably fell asleep about 2 or 3 times during the game, dude. Dude, that's just how I am.
Need some vitamin D or something, man.
I don't know what it is, man.
No, I hear you.
If I get up and I move around, or that's why I try to stay busy, like do the dishes or like laundry or something, because like then I know I'll be able to like stay up. I'm still moving, because they say a body at rest tends to stay at rest, while a body in motion tends to stay in motion.
Stay in motion.
Very true. Yep. So hold up, I want to get this right. So your name's Joe. Your wife's name is Frankie.
Yeah.
And then your daughter's name is Jolene, and your son's name is
Franklin. Yep.
That's cute.
Thanks.
That's
Joe and Joe and Frank and Frank.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys planned that perfectly.
It worked out, man.
Yeah.
And then Jolene just got a teddy bear from Build-A-Bear for Christmas from my sister.
That's always fun.
The name of the bear is Jojo.
There you go.
Nice.
And then all of our animals have E at the end of their names. So Sophie, Trixie, Alfie, Roxy, Charlie.
Oh, okay. Trend.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I had a thought in it.
What a great podcast.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you. What is the purpose of that?
Of what?
Of naming all your kids. I mean, it is cool.
It's the mother's thing.
It's got to be a mother.
I was going to say, when the Frankie and Franklin
I'm asking
thing
the wrong person.
When the Frankie and Franklin thing happened, it was only obvious to like make Jolene's name some sort of derivative of Joe.
Okay.
So like we were going to go Josie, Jolene, or I think that was it. Josie or Jolene were the two that we were going to go with. So
you could go Joey. So
we could very well go Joey, like Josephine.
So my stepmom, her ex-husband from way back when, the father of all four of her kids, his name's Joe.
Mm-hmm.
His dad's name was Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Their first daughter, my stepsister, her name is Joey, Joie.
Mm-hmm.
And then her son's father, his name was Joe. And then they had a kid named Joe. Like, there's just way too many Joes. Like,
wow.
It's like 5 or 6 Joes.
That's way too many Joes.
And
like the whole branch of that tree is just
Joes. Yeah, for sure, Joe.
And then we had Joes. Here's the other Joes, but
and I'll call Jolene Joey. I'll call her Joey. I'll call her Joe.
Sure.
That's pretty much it. I'll call her Joe, Joey, Jolene, and that's pretty much
just don't call her late for dinner.
That's right.
She wouldn't be. Never call me a cab.
Oh my gosh.
What was I about to say? I actually had a thought. You asked about New Year's Eve, our plans.
Yeah,
I don't have any. I had tentative plans that I was really excited about, but I guess it's not happening now. My dad works on the Lady Caroline, the cruise ship downtown by the flats. Nice. And they're supposed to be doing a New Year's Eve cruise, down the river there. So like down by the flats, right there, like right there by the lake.
Yeah.
And it's a party boat. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you've ever been on like the Good Time or anything like that, or
no, never once.
It's basically 4 decks. They serve you food.
I've been on stuff like that, but never on that.
Dance floor, DJ, all that.
Yeah.
I got to watch the air show from it. Yeah, I showed videos.
Yeah, we showed some of that. Yeah.
So that was like tentative, but my dad's like, I haven't heard nothing. And I'm like, well, it's getting too close to call, man. I was like, I'm probably just gonna make other plans then. So, I'm gonna be with Sean and his family for New Year's as usual, which I'm actually still excited about because we get to play poker all night and I might get to win my money back from Thanksgiving that I lost. Oh man, I was so upset about that. His sister just swept the table, took all my money.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Not as bad as the blackjack I was playing the other week, but yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, another vice that I'm not a gambler. Like I'm not a huge gambler.
But if it's there,
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I have nothing against. Like I don't mind playing cards. I mean, I enjoy it.
Probably hard not to if it's there. If it's not there, it's easy not to.
But I was playing blackjack the other night, and and it was to the point where like I was down, like I was up, and then I slowly started losing my money. And then I'm like, no, I got
step away.
I got to win it back.
Step away.
So like I bought back in. I put another 20 in. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I lost that. I'm like, man, I got to win this back.
Yeah.
So then I put another 20. Like, and it was my fun money. It wasn't like I wasn't like taking money out of the bank. Like it was
Yeah.
my from the bingo and the trivia. Like it was like my extra cash. So like
Right.
if I lost it, okay, that sucks. But like,
Right.
you know, if I could win a little bit, man, I think I lost
There's no soap in there?
I think I lost $161, dude.
Oh,
And
you have to
one
use that
night.
again? Huh.
It's a little easier.
Oh,
Sorry. Sad conversation. You lost how much?
$161 that night.
Damn. And you weren't even, there's no sign of going back up.
Oh, well, that was what I had.
That was all you had.
That's what I had pocketed from the last week or so from doing
Yeah.
the trivia and the bingo. So I was like, it was just like some extra cash I had.
Yeah,
And
so
then it was
basically you played with it.
Yeah.
And
So like I was like, yeah, I got
Played with your winnings.
So 161,
What?
and I still got to pay my tab at the end of the night. I'm
no,
like, jeez.
jeez.
I'm like, oh my gosh, but I mean, it's fun. But I got a taste.
Are you laughing at me? Just I don't know what I'm laughing
I don't
at.
know what I missed.
Oh my God. I had like a little chill and I went, ugh.
You should put my bell on.
Yeah.
Kelly's always asking me to. She's like, and just.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't even talked about this bell. I keep telling.
Yeah, you keep ringing it.
I keep telling everybody. No, this is my first time I ever.
It
brought this
sounds
over.
nice.
I keep telling everybody. I was like, you know,
That's
I
the
keep
third
getting lost.
time.
I hear
I
it.
keep getting lost, and they told me I had to put this bell on to track me, so they didn't hear me coming. And I've been wearing this bell probably for like the last 2 weeks,
Oh.
and I'm so over it, dude. I'm so over it hearing it jingle.
Take it off.
I had to wear it for the show. I had to have something. I had to have some kind of prop to wear.
That was good.
Yeah, I got home Christmas night, or no, it was the next day. It was last night. She's like, "Christmas is over. Take that effing bell off." I was like, "Throw it away." He's like, "I'm so tired of hearing that thing."
Oh man, I'm glad Christmas is over. For one, I have one more party to attend Saturday, phase 3 of Christmas, and then it will finally be over. I say just let's do it on the weekend. Like anytime it falls on like a weekday, just do it on the weekend.
You talking about New Year's or Christmas?
Christmas.
Or all
Both. It's just been too much, man. This week, on top of
Bro, you're
I had
talking about.
I had to go to work the next day.
I was gonna say you're talking about people's
And
vacation
today-
time. Like I'm glad it was on a Wednesday.
No.
Maybe not a Wednesday.
It was
a
nice.
Thursday or a Friday.
It was
is-
nice
is
to break the
better.
week up, yes.
But like today feels like a Monday for me.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird because
really.
it's been kind of a weird mindset for me because I had my kids all day yesterday, so I was at my grandmother's house,
Mm-hmm.
but still working. Like, then I got family in from out of town, so
Mm-hmm.
they're talking to me. I'm trying to have conversations, and they're just talking. I'm working.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
not bothering you. I'm like, no, not at all. I'm just telling you, you're good.
Yeah, just doing my job.
Just have my. I just got to do my productivity, my log. I just got a project that's due by noon. No problem. Yeah, no.
Right. It's insane. Yeah, the hustle and bustle. It's too much, man.
I was just, this video has been like popping up in my.
It changed.
Oh, cool. Great. This video of MGMT like playing kids.
Yeah, I love this song. It's a good song.
It pops up in my reels saying like just 2 college dudes in 2003 not realizing they just made one of the best songs ever.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
And it was just 2 guys? MGMT?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean, I know it's a lot of
Synthesizers
digital
and
synthesizer,
yeah.
Right.
So yeah. Anyways, how's Kelly?
She's good.
Just tell her that I'm not doing the floods because it's winter time.
I am. It's just because I'm sitting down though, but
And she'll listen.
yeah. No, she was gonna come out, but she kind of wasn't feeling it. She was kind of tired and wore out too from the week, and she's still trying to get the house organized. So like you just bring bags and bags of stuff from all the houses that you visit. So the kitchen counter is just filled with, bags from everybody else's house that you've been at for the last 2 days for Christmas. And,
oh, man.
You can't even, you got leftovers. You don't even have room to put stuff in the refrigerator and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. I'm in on it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed something.
Very good. Check your text messages.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Tell send Kelly my love.
I will.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm sad that she's not here.
Yeah,
I
for
am
real.
too. I mean, she's like, "Do you want me to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." I was like, "I'm not feeling it." I was like, "Listen, if you're not feeling it," I was like, "Don't make yourself go." I was like, "Because then you're, I don't want you to."
She said she wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, she wasn't like really feeling like
doing it,
leaving the house and like getting out. Like she's kind of like just.
It's that time of year,
just
man.
Emotionally spent, just
right,
yeah. I mean, we've
right.
been going for days.
Right,
like,
right.
Tim, do you sing? By the way,
I try to. I don't.
Can we do like a 3-part harmony?
Hello. Oh, that was dark.
That was pretty wild. Yeah.
Hello. You started.
All right. Hello. Interesting.
Tim,
I think that first one. I think that first one was like the best.
Tim,
even
you
with
start.
like the dark.
You
yeah, you start, Tim.
No, it's too low.
No, he can go low.
Higher.
Hello.
Why are you following
You gotta go
me?
higher.
I was gonna go higher. All right. Okay, Tim, you start.
Hello.
You keep like shifting.
I am. I can't
All
find
right,
it.
whatever.
Well,
Great job.
This is what NSYNC does.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. We're in
no,
sync.
we're unsynced is what
Yeah.
it is.
A little.
Our group name's called In McDonald's.
Oh, goodness gracious. That killed him.
That's bad timing.
That was so funny.
That killed. That one killed.
That was a good joke. That was good.
That was bad timing.
In the drive-through.
My phone is dead, and I can no longer switch without using this thing,
All right.
which I should have been using in the first
It's
place.
8:21 already, man.
Yeah, man, dude. I
9
know
minutes.
you. I know you said you only had till 8:30.
God,
I
wish-
appreciate you coming, dude.
No,
It's-
for sure.
Let's do that one more time.
I appreciate all you guys, honestly, for being here. For
We're the real ones.
making it. Yeah, you all the real ones, man. For real. All right, let's try this one last time. I think Tim has to start it off though.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Oh, I gotta.
See, now my voice is going.
I can't make.
Maybe hack up a lung.
Yeah.
I got a whole new voice now. Hey guys, how you doing? Hello.
What are you doing?
I can't even do it.
Come on.
I was already losing my voice.
Hello.
And like you hear the warbles gets me.
See, he goes low. He goes down.
I can't go high.
Yeah.
So again, like I was already on the verge of almost losing my voice. I've been trying to save it.
Oh, dude, that's the other thing about trying to record vocals this time of year.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Like,
Yeah.
your voice is just trash.
It's so dry in my house.
My voice is always trash.
It's so dry because we got to keep the heat to 78 in the house.
Yeah.
What? 78? Dude.
No,
Dude,
we don't
78?
We don't keep it there. But I heard from
First
Kelly-
off, you're
Kelly's
the
son.
dad. You control the thermostat.
I wish.
Yeah, I would be
Bro, I wish.
Buck ass naked at 78.
my
78?
gosh.
You bet your
So-
butt I
I would be wearing a man thong.
I
and
wasn't
that's it.
there. I wasn't there, but Kelly's
I
Kelly's
wasn't
son,
there.
Kelly's son, he like walked through, and I'm like, he's like, dude, my room is so hot. I was like, what's the temperature set at? And it was like 70 or 72, but it gets really hot in the bedrooms.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, it was like, at least it wasn't like 78 like it was the other day. And he like pointed at his mom, and she started laughing, and I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I was freezing the other day when I got home, and I cranked that bitch up to 78. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Do you know what the
gosh.
hottest? Do you know what the hottest I will put my
76?
thermostat at?
I swear, Deja,
the hottest.
We talked about this last time.
The hottest, the absolute hottest that I will put mine at is 71, 72.
Oh.
That's it.
I swear to God, we had this exact same conversation at your birthday one.
Gosh,
Because I remember
78,
Josh turned around and was like, yeah,
78 degrees. Like,
But it was the AC we were talking about, I think.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter, hot
different.
or cold.
so okay,
It's a
so
little
in
different.
the summertime,
Little
yeah,
different.
like 74, 76 summertime AC. 76, 74, 76 in the AC.
Because I remember saying
But the
that
heat,
I have sorry, go ahead while I catch my
The
the
heat.
heat, yeah, no more than 71, 72. Because
Yeah,
like when
you
I
gotta
want,
go up.
when I'm too hot in my house, I'll kick it down to 67, 68.
Unless it's like a day where the sun is out in the winter, and then it's like I'm
don't
telling
know,
you,
man.
I'm real sensitive with it when it comes to like heat. Like I can feel it. Like I don't know, man. Like the house will be warm.
I'm a freeze baby, dude, and
I
like
am too.
71, 72 is way too hot for me, dude. Way too hot.
It is hot.
We have a
It's
a Google
70
Nest.
in here.
We have a Google Nest, and especially in the summertime, springtime, when it's like cold in the morning, hot in midday.
Yeah.
I can actually set it to where a range. So it's like so really ours is set for like 68 to
Change
72.
that camera angle. I just did like a yawn and I had like the no chin thing going on.
So
There
it's
we
like
go.
it's like 68 to 72. So like if it drops to below 68, the heat turns on, or the
I remember that
the heat.
podcast.
Yeah, and then if it's too hot,
If it's 72, it kicks back down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is nice, in those springtime, fall time, months. But like right now, my house, it's weird. Our heating ducts, I don't know. Maybe I don't have them turned on the right way. Maybe I don't have the doors shut the right way. But I try to keep it where the heat from the bedrooms will come out and circulate in the house. But the kitchen, the living room, if you're like sitting like up against like the wall or like the front of the house
By the door.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if the heat's on or not. It's
Goosebumps.
yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
So
That's-
like her son's literally baking in his room, and we're over here with blankets and
That's so stupid.
sweaters
Yeah.
on, like trying to stay warm.
That's
So
how
our-
my house is.
Yeah, our bedroom's like an addition onto our house because they wanted to put more room. So
That'll
that's
do
where,
it too.
like, yeah,
Yep.
that addition is cold. Even at 72, it's like, kind of cold.
Yeah.
But like every other room in the house, like the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the kids' bedrooms, the upstairs bathroom, like it's so hot, man. It's hot.
Yeah.
Like hot.
You got new windows too.
Oh yeah, everything.
We got bad leaky windows in our living room. That doesn't help at all. You can actually feel the cold air just blowing through that front window.
Oh, that's the worst.
Do any of you guys Google or YouTube how to like do home improvement stuff or no? Any or like house
rarely.
fixes?
Life hacks.
Kind of.
So
Well,
my dad does. He's a handyman, and like I kind of grew up around it.
yeah.
I could help. Like if you had a job and you needed another hand, I could do the work. I mean, I know my way around, but like I would never do like a major home improvement job.
Right.
Like on my own. Like I would definitely want somebody to be there to help make sure that I don't screw something up.
I'm so grateful that we live in a time and age where you can like literally Google or YouTube
Yes.
how to do
Yeah.
some sort of repair or whatever because
Oh,
like
it's great.
yeah, like we have a leaky faucet in our kitchen and this morning it took me like 5 minutes to figure out
Yeah,
what
like
I
that
needed
I
to
can
do to
fix.
yeah.
You want to fix mine? I got one in the bathroom.
I probably could after the 5
Really?
videos that I watched. Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude, thank God for... And then Home Depot, too, by the way. Shout out to Home Depot, the sponsors of this podcast.
I wish.
Home Depot has like videos that they'll put on the website
Right.
for like changing out pipes, changing out faucets, changing out handles, like all that stuff. If you want to know how to do something, the Home Depot will show you how to do it. The Home Depot. The Home Depot.
That's awesome.
I actually changed out the little switch on our living room ceiling fan light fixture.
Nice.
I don't know if it was the light. I don't know if it was the light or the fan. I think it was the light. It just stopped working, and I Googled it, looked into it, and we rent, from her parents. So really, something like that. Her dad was ready to go buy a new fan and go get some, I don't know how fans are, $500. I don't know. And I'm like, let me do what I can do and see if I can fix it. I bought this just the switch. It was like 30 cents.
The little pull switch. Yep.
The mechanism. Yeah.
Yep.
It was like 30 cents for I think I paid more in shipping for a pack of 2 than I actually did for the part. And, but the labor though, man, I had to take everything apart, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pain in the ass that was. On the chair in the middle. And it was the light because I remember I'm working in the dark. I mean, I turned the power off. I didn't get shocked, but you're working in the dark. I got my headlamp and I got people that don't know how to hold a flashlight. They've never held a flashlight in their life. They don't even know how to turn it on. And I'm like, can you just stand right there and just just hold this for me?
Right.
That's why I don't do this work every day. So I've got my hands up above like this. It's like you got to hold everything up, otherwise everything's just hanging by the wire. So you're like holding this, hold that, hold this, and oh my god.
That's why you got to get the headband lamp, the one that where you're looking up and it's like,
oh yeah, I got a couple of them. Nice one.
A headband lamp.
Oh yeah.
It's an elastic band that's got a little lamp like right on your forehead.
Oh wow.
Just put it over your head, turn it on, and it's like, or they sell them on like the Matco and the Snap-on trucks. They got the neck ones that got like the 2 lamps that they look like that.
I don't like that one as much though, because then if you turn it, you got to balance it. No, the headlamp one with the elastic band.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I got one. It's like an Energizer. I think I got it real cheap at Giant Eagle or something. I don't know. But then my brother actually got me one for Christmas a few years back, and the thing's so nice. I don't ever want to use it. I don't want to get it. It's still in the box. I only get it out when I'm doing a major like an electronics project. But really, it should be in my car.
Yeah,
it's got the warning light. It's got the red light. It's got the flashing light. So if you're out changing your tire on the side of the road or something, dude, those things are lifesavers.
Nice, very cool.
You don't need somebody holding a lamp for you when you got one. You got Terminator eyes on the top of your head.
Well, no, Joe, you got to get going.
I know. You were looking,
but I appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah,
and
thanks
coming
for
early
having me
and helping me.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, dude.
Tim, love seeing you, buddy. Ryan, love seeing you. Thanks for letting me be part of this pod.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
This was great.
Maybe take a little break on the thing and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll do that in post.
No, I normally take the month of January off.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to do that this year because I kind of took all of this month off.
Yeah.
What is this? But
let's reconvene back in February.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
Let's take January off.
Take January off. I think that needs to happen because I just have so much going on.
Do it to
it. We didn't even get to the topic of the misses. Or the miss.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. No. I was gonna try and save about this. I was gonna save that for next season.
All I know about her is any phone calls or
there's a reason
Facebook, why stories that I see.
There's a reason why this show hasn't been posted in 2 months.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a reason why we're talking about Louder Than Life in December.
In December.
So
December 27th. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's insane how fast this year flew. But that's a whole story in of itself. I will tell that story next season.
Teaser
coming up next season.
Is it worth telling the story, or should we just introduce her?
Well,
here she is, everybody.
Here she is. Yeah.
Hey, come on now.
No, she will be on here. Yeah. So a little, it'll be nice. Have another female personality on the show.
That's what I was going to say. Let's do that. So when you introduce her, we'll bring Frankie on.
Oh, yeah. Have her.
Kelly.
Any significant others are always welcome.
Yes.
I don't know. in the group chat, it was just the guys.
It's probably why Scott's not here, because I think he's got a little lady on his side too as well.
I was thinking about that with Scott as well. He does have. He was on a date last time when we were talking about him.
That might be the reason why he.
And your house is kid proof, right? I can bring Jolene and Franklin over, and while we do the podcast,
you're really opening this door, huh?
I would have to put some things away, but sure.
How old are your kids?
So 15 months and then 9 years old.
Oh, then my.
Jolene's held a 9mm before, so she's cool. She'll be fine.
Bro, we weren't talking about our.
I'm just kidding.
We weren't talking. No, I thought we were comparing sizes for a minute.
I can't. All right, for real though, it's 8:33.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
Yeah,
your drive home
Love
podcast.
You, brother. Thanks for coming.
Be safe on it.
All right.
We'll talk to you guys.
For
wrap it up.
all acquaintance be forgot and never to should all acquaintance be forgot and not all anxiety.
Happy holidays. See you guys next season. Later.
Hey, thanks again for joining us on Your Drive Home podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show. And also don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. We will talk to you guys soon. Until then, drive safe.